Imagine cancer as a guided missile and you as the target. Some victims might feel that way because an especially deadly form of cancer seems to seek out African American women. But can race alone be the reason? We examine that question in tonight's Weekend Journal.
This goes in here.
Nicole Sudler was a 28-year-old single mother when she was diagnosed with breast cancer.
I was shocked and I was very, very afraid.
How are you doing?
She had one of the deadliest and most aggressive forms of breast cancer. Some researchers are calling it triple negative.
It kind of made me feel like, oh God, my life is going to be over. You know, dating is not going to happen anymore. You know, getting married, probably not.
It's a triple threat because it strikes early. It's resistant to standard drug treatments and more likely to kill. Its primary targets are young African American women. Black women under the age of 50 are 77% more likely to die from the disease than white women of all ages.
March 03 was this mammogram, March 05 was this mammogram, and by November she was dead.
This patient and many others were not as lucky as Sudler, but they all inspired Dr. Funmi Olopade to figure out why they were dying.
I'm motivated to go back to my lab and to think, why did that 20-year-old woman get breast cancer?
Dr. Adela.
Her quest for answers took Dr. Olopade back to her native Nigeria, where she's discovered that African women share the same genetic predisposition to triple-negative breast cancer.
Our work in Africa suggests that it may also be more common among women in Africa.
That may seem like a simple answer to what's causing a serious problem, but when it comes to race and medicine, nothing is simple.
Race is not a scientifically determined category in the first place.
Poverty, culture, and social injustice, not genetics, are behind the disparity in death rates between black and white women, according to Dr. Harold Freeman, a senior advisor to the National Cancer Institute.
The question is it related to being black in and of itself, or is it related to the circumstances under which people live?
Dr. Freeman fears suggesting there's a genetic basis for the disease will revive racist ideas that blacks are biologically different and inferior. Dr. Olopade says it's time to move forward.
I think genetics actually gets us to move beyond race.
And for women like Nicole Sudler, any research that sheds new light on the deadly disease is welcome.
Help us with the research, you know. We want to live too.
Clinical trials are underway to help women with this kind of breast cancer. Critics say those resources should go towards better access to health care for black women.